Well, hi again. Hey, this is Nikki B coming back to discuss real estate. This is the real talk about real estate, Nikki B Realty. And so I've already finished my tea. Not sure if that's cheating or not, but it's done. So I'm just going to be sipping on some water, but I wanted to come back with a third episode. This one is focused primarily to sellers, but buyers, hey, listen in because once you buy it and you ever want to sell, then you're going to be a seller too. So this is all just really important information. I've actually reached out to some of my colleagues as well to get their opinions and input. So let's just jump straight into it. Things that sellers need to do before they decide to list their home. So I like talking about things from the present because we can't change what happened in the past. We don't know what's happening in the future. So, let's talk about now. We're in the final months of 2022. Needless to say, this housing market is not anything close to what we were looking at this time last year or even earlier this year. It just, the economy, in an effort to just battle inflation, they keep on upping the interest rates. Like I discussed in episode 1, they had just went up on the interest rates again, which kind of cools down the demand. But just remember, guys, we were already in a housing shortage anyway. So there are real reasons why you need to still sell your house. And so you have to move. You're going to have to sell that house. You're going to have to buy another house. If you are just trying to upsize, you need more space. You want to move because of other circumstances. You still need to know what needs to happen before you sell your house. So these are some key things that I can share. Some of my colleagues can share with you so that you can prepare. Okay, number 1. You need to price your house right. Yes, I understand, we all want to make, including us. We own the properties too, and we want to make money and capitalize on what is happening in our area. And I'm speaking to sellers, right? But you still need to price your home right. Pricing a home in any market can be really tricky. You can set it too high, and then that's going to just scare people off completely. But then you don't want to price it too low because then you're going to leave money on the table. So I'm just going to interject this like I do in every episode. Get you a realtor, a good one that can do the research. When they come in to do your listing appointments, yes, you can reach out to multiple ones because just like I said with lenders, you want to shop around. Don't just fall for the initial, the flashy presentations. You want a agent that's going to respond to you quickly, someone that comes prepared. That means knowing your area, knowing your neighborhood, knowing the last few ones that have sold in the last year, okay, and just being able to give you open and honest feedback. And that's coming along further, but pricing it right, it is very important. All of us have access to technology now, so you can kind of do this research yourself before you even reach out to anybody. Studying how much the houses are going for around our homes, that's really important. But like I said, trusting a professional realtor to help you set that price that's fair, that's attractive. You don't want to just go off of a website estimated amount. Like you need to find out what is happening in your area, right? So that you can do what's best for you. Don't price it too low. Don't price it too high. So it can be attractive to potential buyers. All right. Let me take a little sip here. So listening to your agent. Yes, once you have selected a realtor, listening to your agent is imperative. Yes, we have engineers and doctors and lawyers, and you might be the best in your field. But listening to your professional, listening to your realtor and both of y'all come to the table and strategize, being open and honest, it's just going to make for a smoother process, and just it's just going to help everything go by, and it's just gonna be streamlined. So I've been in real estate for a few years now, and then my family has owned property before. So I mean, I love real estate, in and out of it, selling it, investing it, flipping and buying it, all of it, renting. So just people's attitudes towards selling agents can kind of get a little skewed, but you just need to listen, and if your agent lets you know that you need to change up a couple of things, those hard conversations are pretty hard. I mean, you walking into somebody's space just to kind of let them know what's the going look in the area. If you have all paneling and you love it, that's been the same way for 30 years. But we do want to make the most, and you want to price it to where you make a great return. Well, then your agent will be able to let you know what all you can do in the most affordable way possible, so that you can spruce it up and make it look super attractive to potential buyers. Okay. So moving right along, staging. Everybody's opinions on staging is different, but my experience and just listening to my buyers, when we see a home that's staged, that's set up, it gives them the opportunity to see themselves in that space. If they are looking at 30 years or 15 years of beautiful kids arts and family pictures, it's great and it's gorgeous, but they can only see you in that home because it's your home. But you're trying to sell it, and you want them to picture themselves there so that they absolutely love it, and they're going to pay top dollar for it and do whatever it needs to happen so that we close as fast as possible, so that you can go on to your next journey, right? So setting up, staging the home is great. I mean, how do you feel when you walk into a model home, right? I like walking in and just being able to imagine myself there. I mean, some of these houses, I walk into them and I immediately come home and say, oh my goodness, talking to my husband, yeah, we need to redo this look because I saw a model home today. Wow. And I could envision my family and I in that house. And that's what you want as much as you can. That's what you want buyers to feel when they walk in your door, when you're trying to sell your home. Okay. Professional home stagers, they have, different tips that you can do yourself, because I mean, the process of preparing a home, yes, if you could choose between spending $5,000 to get a professional stager or $5,000 to get one of your key systems replaced, yeah, you should lean towards getting the key system replaced. So, but it's other things that you can do yourself to spruce up your home. Fresh paint, cleaning it up, decluttering. Just like you can use your own furniture to stage the things and just, take down personal posters and different things like that, and just spruce up things. It doesn't have to be super costly, but it definitely will make all the difference. Okay. Decluttering, all of that. It makes the difference. So another suggestion, making it look move-in ready. It kind of goes hand in hand with staging it. A couple of my colleagues are just saying that, the things that are selling the fastest, and I mean, just taking my experience with buyers too, it's move-in ready homes. Many people, they don't have the budget. They're moving cross country. I'm in Huntsville, North Alabama, and we were rated #1 place to live in the United States. And so we got a lot of people that's moving to the area. They want to, a lot of them, they want to move into a house that is turnkey. They don't want to have to store their items somewhere before it's time, and then they have to come and fix the house and then move again from the storage place into their home. So the home that they just purchased. So making it be as move-in ready as possible. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worthwhile. Okay, so another great tip for you to consider is to create some really great curb appeal. I've been in situations many times where we have set up a caravan, which is what I call like a multi-home tour. And the second home or the fourth home that we get to, while I'm getting out the car, my buyer will just say, hey, no, let's just skip this one, because the house on the outside didn't even like appeal to them to be able to get out their car to go walk in. So we don't want that. As sellers, we want, you to want to stop. So I encourage all sellers to make sure that the lawn is mowed, make sure your hedges are trimmed. If you can, do the fresh flowers, make sure, everything looks appealing, clean up any debris, take all of the things down, clean off your porch. So it's just all these things, just making sure the front of the home is appealing to make them want to stop and get out of the car. Super, super important. And one of the last things when just preparing your house to be sold is, this might touch some people's heartstrings, but you want to try to hide all of the scents and the signs of you having pets. We all love our pets. We have pets that I love, but whenever I'm having any sort of events or if we're trying to sell our homes, we want to make sure that you cannot smell our pets that live inside, right? Many people are allergic to pet dander. They're sensitive to pet smells. I've been on tours where as soon as we got to the door, it was a cat there, and my buyer went into a fit of sneezing and coughing. We couldn't tour the house, and it was really one of her, top options that she really wanted to see. So making sure that the listing or your seller's agent notates that it is going to be pets in the home, and if your buyer is sensitive to that, then making sure that you as the seller sort of have other options for your pets if possible. Just making sure that all of the litter boxes and the pet trays and things are put up, because that particular person that's purchasing your home may not be a pet person. So I know that right now, especially the way that the market is going, it can be a super scary time to be selling a home. But I mean, it definitely, in some cases, we want to make it be as smooth as possible. And in those cases, if you can do all these things prior to having a realtor even come, but if you want to involve your realtor, they can give you other specific things that you can do, that's neighborhood specific or even city specific, that'll be super appealing to bring those buyers in, no matter the market, no matter what's happening. People still need to live somewhere, okay? And despite what all is happening with the interest rates, if this is what you want to do and you want to sell, then these are the things that'll make sure that your home sells no matter the market. So, all right, this is just my first episode talking on sellers and giving suggestions and tips. But if you guys have any questions or concerns or topics that I can kind of get into, next week we're going to have a few guest speakers to come and drink some tea with me, and we're going to record and get their feedback. And yeah, I have been seeing that I've gotten a lot of downloads. I really, really appreciate the support. Just with these first 3 episodes, it's super exciting to me. So yeah, tune in again. I do like to create these really easy, short talks just so that people can kind of ingest the information. But next week, I'm thinking that they're going to be a little bit longer because we are going to have some guests and we might get into some really deep conversations. So yeah, definitely tune in. Thank you so much for all the support, and talk to you guys soon. Bye.